After 6 years of marriage, I filed for divorce from Dink's wife. He cried bitterly and said he would give me a baby. Until I pulled out a breast pump. There is also a pregnancy test for next to it. It was found in your suitcase when the twins moved. The twins you let me take care of? Is it your own? When moving, suddenly found a box under a pile of debris. The box belongs to his wife, Shinchira. The lock is easily detached. Greeted. It's an obviously used breast pump, although carefully cleaned. But the delicate scratches on it will show he was used for a while. Your heart is pumping. Doubts linger in my heart. I'm a cardiologist. Shenjiran is the head nurse in our infant department. He always said that he was used to seeing so many bare children. I don't want to have children at all, so he wanted to be Dink. I thought he was just complaining casually. Not long after marriage, he had an accidental pregnancy. I begged him on the third to keep the child. In the end, he knocked it out decisively, although unwilling. But I still feel sorry for his body. To prevent him from getting hurt again, I got a vasectomy on his advice. I can't have children with him. How could he have this thing? Could it be that I accidentally took it wrong? Curiosity kept me scrolling. Until a piece of luck appeared in front of me. Brain bang. Like thunder. My fingertips are also numb. It's a simple one. It shows that the twins have fetal hearts. Although the corner of the name is missing, but the age on the list is the same as Zhang Shiran. I can't tell myself anymore. So many similarities can be accidental. So my trusty Dink wife. It's really possible that there are 2 children behind the scenes. I originally wanted to wait for him to come back and ask him to understand. Said that nurses are busy on night shift. Stayed up all night. The next day, I went back to the hospital in a She survived her morning's surgery. Just off the operating table, Zhang Shiran stepped on a brisk pace. As soon as you see me, and he pounces. Put a hot kiss on my neck. Dear husband, hard work. Guess what delicious food I made for you today? As he spoke, he handed over a lunchbox with both hands. The stewed pig trotters in the lunchbox was steaming. Soybeans are also soft and right. He said it was very nourishing, but I look like I have no appetite at all. He helped me set the chopsticks, whispering. The twins in our department. It's gotten worse recently. Only you can do this surgery in the country. I know you have a lot of surgeries. I'll check the opposite back. He smiles. Her eyes narrowed into a slit. The bright sunshine outside sweat on the forehead of the person who is cleaning has penetrated into every pore of my body. So abnormal. Based on my understanding of Zhang Shiran, he is used to life and death party. Never take sides with any patient. But for the twins, he talked to me more than once. Said the twins had a rare heart condition. It's not easy for a single father to have 2 children. If there is one, it will definitely be unbearable. He was more patient with the twins than anything else. Check the room several times a night. They stay up all night when they get sick. This is really a nurse. Would you do it to an unfamiliar patient unless it is biological? To look at that very familiar face. Obviously want to question and even have a big fight. But this moment feels pointless. 3 years ago, I was sent abroad to study for a year and a half. In the time difference of 1.5 years. Enough for him to give birth to twins. The brain is wrapped in dense ropes. It was excruciating. I can't figure it out. The beginning of my love affair with Zhang Shiran, who fell in love with me at first sight. Due to being in the same hospital, there's more contact. At that time, there were countless suitors, and he was the only one who fell in love with me and launched a fierce pursuit of me. The meticulous concern gradually melted my heart. We have had a good relationship over the years. A model couple in everyone's eyes. People in the department say that I am both happy in career and love. I'm at the pinnacle of my life. Even I think so. I didn't expect a dream. In exchange, he gave birth to a pair of children with someone else. He was the one who provoked me first. No, the one who betrayed first is also him. This seemingly happy marriage. It's time to end. Push the lunchbox away. Exhausted, he pinched the bridge of his nose. Deep voice can't cut the line. This is unfair to other patients in line. Zhang Shiran's face suddenly changed. Even the tone became anxious. It's just a word from you. Why can't I check it? The twins can't wait. The hospital upholds the principle of relief. Other patients just let them wait. I can't believe it. This sentence is from the second. It came out of the head nurse's mouth. Former him. Even in the face of a child crushed into a puddle in a car accident, he was never surprised. Just a faint sentence is destiny. Now for the twins. He could say something so contrary to Eid. He didn't see my abnormality. Bend down and squeeze my palm tightly. Swing your body and act like a spoiled child with me. Husband will go through the back door this time. Please, he used to just be a little coquettish. I would do anything for him. But now, this almost begging tone makes me uncomfortable. I smiled calmly at your anxious appearance. I don't know, I thought you were the mother of the child. I can clearly feel Zhang Xian's body is upright. Even Shanxia is forced to see where you want to go. Am I the head nurse? I just don't want to watch 2 little lives die while waiting. How pathetic. I'm afraid I'll ask any more questions. He quickly got up and awkwardly titted his clothes. I'm going to work first. You think about it again. This pair must be checked. Like an order. He has lost patience. I didn't say anything when leaving. His cell phone was on my desk. A strong premonition made me pick up his phone. Enter his birthday. Phone turned on. Almost subconscious. I opened his Taobao, checked the purchase records from 3 years ago. The purchase record of that breast pump almost nailed me to a pillar of shame. Immobile. Then came countless baby bottles. Baby products such as quilts and diapers. Every time I see one, it's all about digging a hole in my heart. Bloody. Zhang Shiran may never have imagined. The souvenirs he was reluctant to throw away one day will be the trigger for me to find out that he is cheating. I have trusted him unconditionally over the years. Let him be defenseless against me. Even the shopping records are too lazy to delete. Put down the phone. I was so choked I couldn't breathe. The numbness spreads from the fingertips to the whole body. It's like being repeatedly scratched by a big hand. Stirred to pieces, fragmented memories are integrated in the brain. It turns out that the details found in the past, it's not groundless. Once I was bored to brush moments. Inadvertently swiped Zhang Shiran's new moments. A pair of boys who look very similar in the photo. Girl holding a marshmallow. Bright smile. I'm confused. Zhang Shiran clearly told me that he went to study abroad. How can you sense such moments? And I went to his website. It's all gone again. It was as if everything was just an illusion. I called and asked nicely about it. Hear my doubts. Zhang Shiran scolded and laughed. It must be Weckett's bug. I haven't encountered it before. Could it be? I can still have twins behind your back. I also find it a little funny. I didn't care. Then again, when I was looking for documents, in Zhang Shiran's file home, turned to a rental contract. The signature is Zhang Shiran's, although he often works night shifts and comes home even if it's late. Impossible to rent out. When I asked, he explained that he rented it for a colleague. Colleagues have been in financial difficulties recently. And he did. At that time, I still thought others were kind. I'm afraid he has no money. I gave him $30,000. Now think about it. I'm a big cuckold. Sold and counting money for others. The sound of heels hitting the floor. Zhang Shiran pushed open the door in a hurry. He grabbed his phone for the first time. I wanted to go. He turned around and asked me tentatively, "Did you just look at my phone?" I pretended to look up in confusion. "What's wrong?" Zhang Shiran was obviously relieved. Embarrassed laughed nothing. So I'm even more convinced that he has a ghost in his heart. For nights, I sat in the department for an extra hour before I got home, upset. Even the simplest door opening I feel like it took all my energy. Open the door, and the room is dark. A few candles flickered on the table. The firelight shines on Zhang Shiran's smiling face. "I'm back. I've been waiting for you for a long time." Zhang Shiran is wearing a black backless nightdress. By candlelight, a bumpy body looks more sexy. Simply swaying the waist and swaying. I knew he was inviting me. And I just took off my coat tired, not interested at all. See, I don't respond. And he comes up and he breathes into my back. It's on my neck. It's hot. It's hot. Do you want to be a father? His sudden inquiry. I froze. As if getting the reaction he wanted. He tightened my grip. You go for abdominal surgery. The success rate is very high. We can have a baby. I just find it ridiculous. Wants to keep that child. I almost knelt down and begged him. He didn't back down at all. The day he had the abortion, I cried sitting on the bench outside the operating room. Red eyes from crying. Fantasy. I could hear the unborn child over and over again. The cry out. This cry could have become a sweet and greasy father. Unfortunately, it is impossible.